Dr. Fang-Mei Law from Tiffin University, and today I have a student with me, and her name is Kimberly Nagel, right? And when she is in my class, I'm looking at her and say, this girl must have some interesting story because she looks like Asian, and her name is Kimberly. So in my mind, I think maybe she's Korean, But then she tell me her story, so then I think that's why I like to interview her. And so Kimberly, thank you for agreeing to talk to me and then share with us about your story. Can you do a little bit introduction about yourself?
I'm Kimberly Nagel. I'm from Toledo, Ohio.
Yeah.
I'm a law enforcement major here at Tiffin University.
Yeah.
And I'm officially a senior because I just finished my last exam.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you are moved to senior.
Yeah.
Wow. And you have been in Tiffin for 3 years.
Yes.
And then I'm so glad our life finally crossed.
Yeah.
Finally we had a chance to get to know each other. Okay, so then give us some idea about why I want to interview you.
So I was originally born in Astana, Kazakhstan. It's a country over in Central Asia.
Yeah.
But it's under Russia, and it's next to Europe.
Was adopted.
Yes.
In what age?
I was 3 years old.
Oh, in 3 years old, so you must be already know some language there. Do you remember anything?
I don't remember language-wise. I lost it when I came over. Translation to English, but growing up in the orphanage, they had you learn Kazakh, Russian, and English.
Okay.
So you had to know all three.
Okay.
So I was fluent in Kazakh and Russian, like at 3, as someone will be.
Okay.
But then coming over, I lost it. Trying to transition because I had to go to kindergarten. The next year.
Yeah. So and I remember you told me you have a name, not Kimberly.
Yeah.
What's your name?
My first name is Asengul.
Okay.
My middle name is Sayabayevna.
Wow.
And my last name is Tokanai.
Wow.
And Asengul in Kazakh means beautiful flower.
Mm-hmm.
And then Sayabayevna means the daughter of. And then Tokanai would be my mother's last name because my father wasn't in the picture.
Okay. So then I know as a adoptee, when we do the psychology, we are very interested to see that how kids adjust from one culture to another culture. So do you have any memory in the orphanage and everything before 3?
I don't have any memory in the orphanage, but I do remember the flight coming to the U.S.
Okay.
My mother that adopted me was asleep next to me.
Yeah.
And I was on the aisle seat, and the waiter came over and asked me if I wanted anything to drink.
Yeah.
And I said orange juice.
And you remember exactly.
Yeah. I just remember that part, but.
But did you remember any emotion that time?
No, but I only know from what my mom has told me.
Okay.
She said that I wasn't really a nice child when I didn't want to go with her.
Yeah, of course. That's very natural, right?
Yeah, I didn't want to go with her, so I was kind of stubborn and rude to her.
Okay. But you don't remember.
No, I don't remember that, but she says that. She remembers that. But once the orphanage told me, my mom said this, once the orphanage people told me that if you don't start being nice to her, she won't take you home, then I started being nice.
Oh.
But at first I was mean to her, then I was nice to her.
Oh, but do you really remember they told you that often, or your mother tell you?
My mom told me that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I remember more because I have adopted brother.
Okay.
From Kazakhstan.
Yeah.
I went back there when I was 6.
When you start to knowing you are adopted.
Like going into school, you needed to show like your birth certificate.
Yeah.
I had 2 of them because I have one from Kazakhstan.
Yeah.
That says my birth name.
Yeah.
And then the city and stuff on, and then I have a new one.
Yeah.
That says Kimberly Nagel, mother. My mother.
Oh, the new one, when they adopt you, they need to have another birth certificate?
Yeah, so it says my real name and then my parents' name.
Yeah. Okay, so you had 2 birth certificates with different parents and different names. Okay, let's go from psychology point of view to give us some story about as a kid, when you look at these 2 birth certificates, what do you have in mind?
That I originally was born someone else. A different name. Not someone else, but a different name. Yeah. And I was obviously my adopted parents aren't my real biological parents. Yeah. So it makes me wonder, who my birth mom is. Yeah. Who my fathers are. And stuff like that. Yeah.
So did you ever ask that questions?
They didn't have. The orphanage on record had, when I was born, my father was never in the picture. Okay. And my mom, what they said, was very young. Okay. And gave me up at birth. Okay. So, and she didn't want anything. So on my birth certificate, the parents say unknown. Oh. It just says
both unknown?
Oh. It just says my name. Yeah. The city and the country. Yeah. And the date.
Wow. Let's just guess. In that little kid, when you have that, of course it's not shock too much to you because your parents keep telling you you are from there. Okay. But then you say you want to know about who's your parents are. So on your way growing up, your self-identity, do you any point of time you kind of know, so which one I should identify with? For example, you can easily say I'm from Torito, right? And then, but for me, like for example, I'm the 1st generation. People always assume I must be from somewhere else. But because I know exactly that's where I'm from, so it's easy for me to tell people, oh, I'm from Taiwan. But I mean, for you, you kind of know, but actually you don't know exactly.
I know you. Obviously, I wasn't in Asia for that long, so I never got like an accent. You know what I mean? They assume my parents are
here. You are 2nd generation.
Yeah, I'm 2nd generation, so I was probably born here, but I have family that was from there. Yeah. But I just say I'm from Toledo. Okay. But then when they want to know where I'm, what I am, where I am, I'll say, well, I was actually born in Kazakhstan. Okay. But yeah, so a lot of people think I'm 2nd generation in my family.
And they may assume your parent looks like Asian.
Yes. Yeah. Right? My 2 parents are German. So,
right?
Yeah.
So in your school time or somewhere people look at your parents and look at you say,
well,
do they have a point?
Everyone knew that I was adopted. Okay. The teachers knew. It wasn't a surprise and anything like that. But my parents are much older. My father's 75. Oh, and my mom is 69. Oh, okay. So they had kids of their own. Okay. And then they adopted.
Yeah. Afterwards. Did they tell you why they want to adopt you?
My father had cancer, so he's not able to have biological kids. Oh.
okay.
But my mom had 2 children of her own.
Yeah.
And then she remarried my father.
Yeah.
And he wanted kids, but he couldn't have kids, so they.
Wow, so you are their angel, right? When you introduce yourself, in what point or to what kind of people you decide to tell them you are adopted?
I'm really open about it. I mean,
Okay.
I like talking about
Yeah.
where I'm from. I mean,
Yeah.
you're probably
I
like to
know,
talk about
yeah.
where I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm proud of it.
Yeah,
It's something unique and about
Yeah.
me that
Yeah.
no one else.
yeah,
Not a lot of people can say that they're from
Yeah.
somewhere else. And
yeah,
I know a lot of people question, like when they first see me, I'm from Korea.
yeah.
Or I'm from.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, or maybe from Taiwan. I've
Yeah.
gotten Mexican sometimes.
Okay,
I've gotten Native American sometimes.
really?
Pacific Islander.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
And so when people confuse, what make you feel? You feel uncomfortable, or you think it's okay?
It just kind of, I mean, people look at me differently instead of, you know what I mean? I don't think there's not a lot of diversity in, especially Ohio
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
In Toledo, where I was from, I was one of the only
Looks like
Asian people in my high school. I was like the only person.
Yeah.
So obviously I stood out
Yeah.
among,
Yeah. And so you think that is advantage. You took that as advantage
Yeah.
for your life.
Yeah. I mean, people remember me.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
remember the face and stuff like that.
You are not like everybody.
Yeah.
You
I'm
are
not-
unique.
Yeah. So I think that's cool. Like they'll remember, oh, I remember you. I'm like, oh, I don't remember you.
Yeah.
So
I assume your parents must be did a very good job to build up your self-esteem so positive. What do they do?
they're just really open about it. They never kept anything from me.
Yeah.
My mother wants to visit back to Kazakhstan to
Yeah.
see where I'm from.
Yeah.
But my brother cannot go back till he's 18 because they make
otherwise-
forces in the military.
Oh, okay.
So,
okay.
but he's 18 now.
Oh, okay.
Yes, but as a graduation gift next year, that's where I want to go.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, hopefully COVID will be gone.
I know.
And everything will be good
Yeah.
over in Asia.
Yeah.
Especially. So hopefully that's the plan.
Yeah.
But they were very open about, where
But
I'm
do they
from.
say what is the country? They adopt both kids from the country. Why the country?
My mother originally wanted to go to China
Yeah.
because she wanted to see the Great Wall of China.
Yeah.
Because my grandfather was in World War II and he was stationed over there.
Oh.
And
Okay.
he remembers throwing beer cans over the Great Wall. And so my mom wanted to go see that and other stuff because Asia's so cool.
Yeah.
Some,
A
there's
lot
so
of
much,
stuff there.
there's so much history there.
Yeah.
And my mother's a history teacher, retired history teacher.
Wow.
Yes. So she
So
really,
any history is interesting.
yes. At the time my parents weren't married.
Yeah.
They were together.
Yeah.
And so adopting in China,
Yeah.
if you were a single woman,
You cannot.
you cannot because it's considered because they see them as homosexual.
Oh.
So in China it's
Really?
sin. So
Okay.
they said you can't adopt.
Okay.
So then they referred her
Yeah.
to Kazakhstan.
Okay.
So but China originally turned them down.
Oh.
And so then the agency said let's
Yeah.
go to
Go to Ghana. It's so close.
Yeah.
And then you say actually you and your brother looks different.
Yes, my brother's from the other side of the country. I'm more towards China
Yeah.
and the Asia and Mongolia.
Yeah.
I'm more towards there, but my brother's on the other side of Kazakhstan, more towards like Ukraine
Yeah.
and Europe. So he
Yeah.
looks more European, Ukrainian kind of type, and Russian, whereas I look more Asian.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
But the country is very divided. If you do research on the country,
Yeah.
half the population is Kazakh, half the population is Russian.
Yeah.
There's so many other countries
Yeah.
that are in there.
Yeah.
I mean, not countries. So many other ethnicities
Yeah.
are in there. It's not just Asians, Russians. There's Kazakhs. There's Europeans. It's very diverse.
You say you remember how your parents adopt your brother,
Mm-hmm.
right? You want to give us a little bit story about so we know how it looks like.
Yeah.
To adopt
Well,
a kid.
originally I kind of wanted a little brother
Yeah,
or a little sister,
yeah,
and my parents were thinking about getting another child.
yeah.
So they went through the entire process.
Yeah, again. Yeah.
But
When you how old when you
I was 5. When you adopt over in Kazakhstan, stay there for 6 weeks and get to know the
yes
child. And
so you 3 or there.
yes, well, I was there. So we were there for 6 weeks.
So actually that may be the time you start to remember the country, right?
Yeah, some of the things I do remember, but not too much.
Still, yeah.
I was still young,
Yeah.
but again, that's why I really want to go back.
Yeah.
I do remember, my seeing him for the first time, my little brother. Walk down the hallway.
Yeah.
I remember him coming.
Yeah. How old is he?
He was 3. He was 2, going on 3.
So pretty much same age
Yeah.
when you were
Very
about.
small.
Okay. How about you both relationship with your sibling, your mother's children?
Oh, we have a good relationship. I am lucky. I'm fortunate enough to have family after today. I'm really, obviously they allow me to go to college.
Yeah.
People.
Right.
A lot of the adoption center that I was in, they usually like to have pictures like every year. And
Yeah.
They've, my mom sends over pictures.
Yeah. To show your progress.
Yeah, to show where I am in life.
Yeah.
So they're still interested in that.
Yeah.
They still remember me.
Yeah. So what's your parents' expectation on you, like on a girl? What they want you to become? Do they give you a lot of discipline or a lot of expectation?
It was always, high expectation for me. Doing well in school.
Yeah.
Behaving, obviously, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I never was like a bad child growing up. I followed the rules and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But,
they are so lucky though.
Yeah. But I think, especially college, my family, everyone, a majority of my family all has college degrees.
Okay. So you're not even first generation.
No. So it was like almost like you're going to college, not like, do you want to go to college?
Yeah.
It's more of like
You have to. When they let you start to play?
Very early, like probably in kindergarten. I started playing a lot of sports, but soccer is obviously the one that stuck. Orphanage wanted, before they left, they said they want me to be like cultured into some of their sports.
Yeah.
And they were very big on horseback riding.
Oh. Okay.
And so I actually did horseback riding in middle school.
How?
I liked it, but I mean it wasn't like my favorite, you know what I mean? But it was something, that gave me a little like my country,
Oh, then I wonder, because your mother is history teacher, is she ever bring you to her class to do show and tell?
Actually, she has. When I was really little, I'd sometimes go into her class and be like, oh, this is my child I adopted.
Yeah. For them, you are just extra precious.
Yeah.
Like they don't have to put down too much burden on you because they already in their pretty much complete their test for that.
Yeah.
So, but they didn't spoil you.
I probably did. I probably did get spoiled. Yeah. I definitely did. I know. That's why I said I'm pretty fortunate to have the family I do, because I am. I'm able to go to college. Not pay for it. So, they obviously are paying for it, and I have a car. Stuff like that. So I'm able to do stuff. So I am fortunate. I know that.
Do you think that's because of you, or because they love? Because you are so easy to raise.
No, probably a little bit of both.
Yeah.
I mean,
What made you so mature?
I think having 2 older sisters that are very older, we look up to them a lot.
Okay.
you know, growing up, my sisters were in their 30s.
Yeah.
And obviously they had kids. And,
Yeah.
you know, they were married. They
Yeah.
had their jobs and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And so whenever I did something not mature or
Yeah.
something like that,
They tell you.
yeah, they'd be on you and they'd be like, so it made me want to be better. So I
Okay.
think I matured at.
But did you try to do some research about this topic or your culture?
I did research on my culture, my culture, like
Yeah.
in Kazakhstan, but I've never done research of like, you know, adoptive
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
I took cultures with Michael Lake
Okay.
this past semester.
Okay.
So we had to do a 10-page paper on
Okay.
a country
Okay.
at the Kazakhstan. So
Ooh.
that's where I learned a lot about my country.
And knowing more about your country, what made you feel?
It made me feel, you know, good because obviously my country my country's only been independent for 30 years.
Yeah.
Like 31 years.
Only a little bit older than you.
Yeah. Yeah, about a decade older than me.
Yeah.
And because after the Cold War, they
Yeah.
separated and
Yeah.
Russia thought
Yeah.
they weren't going to do well.
Yeah.
So they let them go thinking that they'd come back. But,
Yeah.
but actually,
They become strong.
Kazakhstan's very, you know, a good country. They
Yeah.
do well on
Yeah.
their own.
Yeah.
And they're like top, I think they're the top economic like country in Central Asia.
Yeah.
And they're very like they're seventh in oil.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
it's really unique country to be honest.
Yeah. So the more study, the more you feel like somehow belonging.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh.
Thing I would like is just to find out more about my past.
Yeah.
Because there's so many unanswered questions.
Is the mother still alive?
I don't know. I don't even know her name or anything like that. I don't know anything. So I couldn't even like track her down if I had to because I don't even have a name to go off of.
Yeah.
So.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then in your future family, when you think you're going to open this to your kids, tell your kids about your...
I'll probably tell them, you know, I mean, obviously if they look more like me and they're more, you know, Asian and stuff like that, or even if they aren't, I'll tell them that you do have, you know,
the part
Asian,
of the
you know,
gene.
yeah, Asian stuff, and I'll tell them that,
Yeah.
you know, I don't know my past, but,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. So when you answer the questionnaire, which one you choose your ethnicity?
Asian.
Asian?
Yeah.
Wow.
Not a lot of people have other, you know, it's just usually Asian or
Yeah.
something.
Okay,
But-
so you don't choose yourself as a Caucasian, even your parents do. That's interesting. Yeah, so you say even you don't remember that much about the country when, you know, before you do the 10-page paper, but it looks like your identity is very strong. The country is so lucky they didn't lose you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So if you have a magical power and able to redo Kimberly's life, what kind of life you wish you want the life just like now, like, you know, with this family, or you have another dream, or if you can change your life?
I'm a really strong believer in everything happens for a reason. So I feel like, you know, God put me in this earth and, you know, took me to Toledo, Ohio.
Yeah.
You know, it brought me to where I am today.
Yeah.
You know, I would never be at Tiffin University.
Yeah.
I was
And we never meet.
Yeah. So, you know what I mean? So I never.
And your English won't be this good.
Yeah. I would never be the person I am today without being where I was and coming up from where I am. So I really want to change anything. I really
So you find the God put these 2 layers on you for the purpose.
Yeah. The only thing I would like is just to see a photo of my mother.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I would like to see.
Yeah.
A photo of my
Something.
mother. Yeah.
Right?
But I don't think
Maybe she looks like you.
Yeah.
Right. Did you ever ask the orphanage? Maybe they
The
have some-
orphanage, she wanted to be anonymous. The women didn't want to have any part. So they didn't take anything from her.
Wow. So, but you know the last name though?
That's all I have.
If time's right,
Yeah.
maybe,
Yeah.
you know. But I think I like your mentality because you are so positive, you know. So then, if one day you become so famous, she will come and say, "I'm your mother.
Yeah.
Please take me out."
Yeah.
So if you need to give a speech to a public about Kimberly, what your open statement going to be?
I'm Kimberly Nagel from Toledo, Ohio.
Okay.
Originally from Astana, Kazakhstan.
Okay.
But I grew up in Ohio my 18 years.
Okay.
My adoption day is on October 2nd.
October 2nd, so
Yeah.
that's your new birthday?
No, well, my birthday is October 22nd.
Oh,
And my adoption day is October 2nd.
so you was adopted few days before your next birthday?
Yes. So I was technically 2 years old, but once the adoption went through
you are
and
3.
flew home, I was 3 years old. So
Interesting. Okay, so that is the beginning. What's the end or last statement in your speech? After you tell people, you know, all your life, right? And you start with, that's my identity. I have 2 layers. And then, I don't know what maybe between, but then when you finish your speech, the end of your conclusion.
I don't know. Like, I'm just a girl from Toledo, Ohio.
I enjoy my life.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Everything. I think this is very good. Say, God planned everything.
Yeah.
So then you just take everything. Did you find yourself keep surprised and open to see what is the next coming in your life? Is that your personality?
Yeah, I like to plan out what I'm doing.
Really?
Yeah, so
Okay.
like, I mean, I'm planning out. I don't graduate for another year.
Yeah.
But I'm planning what I'm doing afterwards.
Oh.
You know, like, you know.
Do you mind
thinking
share?
right now.
What's your plan?
I have 3 routes.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
I'm thinking of going into the military as one of them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
My second one is I'm a law enforcement major.
Yeah.
So I'd go to a police department.
Yeah.
Or third, I might go get my master's.
Yeah. In what field?
I would get my MBA.
That's totally different.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
I think it's very good
Yeah.
not to stick with one
Yeah.
area.
Yeah.
If I get a criminal justice
Yeah.
master,
Yeah.
you know, it will just show I'm very strong in one field.
Yeah.
I think having an MBA will, you know, be very helpful to show that I know some business
Yeah.
aspects, but also I know
Yeah.
criminal justice, and
Oh.
it would help me in the police force as well. You know,
Yes.
moving up.
Do you mind to share with us that what made you want to major in law enforcement?
I really like this show called Law and Order SVU.
Okay.
I don't know if you know about it. Have you heard about it?
No.
It's a show on TV, and the main character is Olivia Benson.
Okay.
And SVU stands for Special Victims,
Okay.
and they deal with like sex crimes.
Okay.
And she's like this, like one of my main role models,
Yeah.
you know, in life.
Yeah.
Like she's just like this person that you look up to, and she stands for justice, equality,
Yeah. Yeah.
and everything in like
Yeah.
feminism, and
Yeah.
just does
Yeah.
so much. And so I really looked up to her, and I really had like I don't know the word, but like I really looked up to law enforcement.
Yeah.
I've met so many good cops out there
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
I want to go into the field, and also since I am Asian, and
Yeah. You can help
and
make Asian feel like somebody.
It's very
from our
like
area.
it's like 1% of
Yeah.
you know the population
Yeah.
of law enforcement is
Yeah.
Asian. So
Yeah.
I think I can make it diverse.
Yeah. That's true.
And it'd be easy for me to get a job.
Yeah, because they want people look this, and so when Asian look at you, say, oh, some of our own
Yeah.
there to take care of us. So
Yeah.
did you picture yourself really wear the uniform with the hair?
Yeah.
It's interesting.
So I've known for a while that I've always wanted to be a cop.
And then so for 3 years, for into this study in this field. You're still very strong.
Yeah.
Believe in that.
Yes, I've known since like freshman year of high school I wanted to be in law enforcement.
And your parents never say no.
No, I think they were very like, yeah, are you sure about it?
For the people out there, if they think about either adopt kids or have been adopted, what's your any words for them?
Adoption is good. I mean, it's a great option. Obviously, for families that can't have children, adoption is a very good way to go. It gives someone that needs a home.
Yeah.
A home.
So it's a two way, right?
Yeah.
Somebody get a kid
Yeah.
and somebody get home.
Yeah. And so, I mean, I was fortunate enough to only be in the orphanage for 3 years. But a lot of people, sometimes there's like 6-year-olds in there and 7-year-olds and 8-year-olds. And so it's, it's sad for them, but I mean, at the same time, not a lot of people adopt.
Yeah. Okay. And then how about the kids that have been adopted but they not adjust well? Not like you.
I mean, best way is to get counseling.
I think your attitude is so good. You accept the faith and then you want to take advantage for whatever God gives to you, and you appreciate. So that make your life rather than bitter. You say, I have 2 layers, and this all me, and then make you rich and stand out. So people always remember you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm so lucky to get to know you. And your parents so lucky to have you.
Yeah.
And then of course you are so lucky to have the parent like this. So thank you for sharing.
No problem.
Anything else we have to know?
No.
If you want the kids, go adopt. And it's okay, right?
Yeah.
You give other people a chance to have a parent.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.